Hello? How's it going in there?
What?
Everything coming out all right? Relax, it's a joke, because we're in a bathroom. Oh, I should not have had your American chili for lunch. Say, do you know what the secret to a good poop is? Fiber. Are you getting enough fiber in your diet?
Yeah, I had a fiber bar this morning.
Oh, no, that does not count. You should not eat fortified fiber. I get this bread from a market down the street from the courthouse. It's on, Scheisse, what's the name of that road? Johnson Avenue?
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. It's by the courthouse.
My ex-wife showed it to me. She would say some of the craziest stuff. Like this one story she had about a spider in a urinal. Professor was using the bathroom one day when he noticed that there was a spider in one of the urinals. At first he thought nothing of it, but each time he went to the bathroom, he saw the spider in the same spot, and you could tell he was stuck. So, naturally, he grabbed some toilet paper, extended it to the spider, and freed him from his prison. He set him in a dark corner and checked up on him a few days later, and you know what he found?
David Hedison?
What? 9! He found the spider in the exact same spot he left it, dead. Now, the question that story raises is, would the spider have been better off not knowing anything beyond the white porcelain walls in front of it to live in a world no bigger than a toilet?
Which is why he grabbed onto the toilet paper. He wanted to explore the world around him and know that anything else existed at all.
So why didn't the spider move?
I don't know. Maybe he was scared. Maybe the world was too big.
Or maybe, just maybe, he did not know what to do with himself. Imagine that you were in prison for most of your life. When you got out, would you know how to survive? Where do you even begin? But my dear friend, you did not answer the question. Would the spider have been better off not knowing anything beyond what was directly in front of it?
Well, he would have stayed alive longer if he'd stayed in the urinal, but then he wouldn't have been able to explore the world.
But did he? The spider was in the exact same spot he left it, dead.
So, yes?
That's for you to decide. It's a question of morality, and everybody has their own wheel. I can see that ethics is not your strong point, so let's try this story. Imagine that a group of 5 individuals are brought together and given an object called central scrutinizer. Each central scrutinizer is different, and no one can see anyone else's. When asked to compare their objects, there is conflicting information about the qualities of each central scrutinizer. Communication breaks down because there is no point of reference. Each central scrutinizer is specific to each person.
So, what you're saying is that we can't really know what's going on in each other's heads.
Ha ha! Winner, winner, chicken dinner! As you Americans put it. But not just what's going on in their heads, but how they interpret their whole reality. Now, this was one of her weirder ones. Imagine that for the sake of science and the greater good, you donated your brain for an experiment. They placed your brain in a vat and attached electrodes to your nerve endings that could perfectly simulate all 5 senses. They wanted to simulate the experience of, say, I don't know, being in Paris. How would you know that what they were showing you wasn't actually the Eiffel Tower?
I mean, I guess if it looks exactly like the Eiffel Tower.
Not the real thing! Let me explain. Everything that you experience is your brain interpreting input from a second party, your body. And all of that input is just a bunch of electrical impulses going to your head. Can you actually trust what exists and what doesn't? Can you actually trust anything? The only thing that we can be certain of is us, our consciousness, our essence. The way that we interpret the world and the thoughts that we have about them may be the only thing that actually exists. Think about it. The only way that you can experience something is by touching, tasting, seeing, smelling, or hearing it. But if your body was to start sending you false signals, you wouldn't be able to tell what exists and what doesn't. You wouldn't be able to trust anything. Are you sure your life is what you think it is? I mean, can you be absolutely sure that you're sitting on that toilet? But what do I know? I'm a nihilist. You have a good one, friend.